Hello. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Edubex webinar. I hope you're all doing good. It's my pleasure to introduce Mr. Ashish Bhalla, will be a speaker today. He is, he's got a very good background from banking and financial sector and insurance as well. It will be a very good added advantage for all of you to who are all in a junction for to which career you want to pursue, especially in the management stream. He'll be the best man for us to guide you all. So for any questions, please be unmute yourself or ask me to unmute. Then you can raise questions after he's done. In between, if you have questions, you can always put that in the chat. Then we'll be happy to help you. Ashish is, he has got over 15 years of experience in the banking sector. He is currently associated with major banks in India. His core focus is, KYC, anti-money laundering, compliance, leadership development. And he holds an MBA in finance, marketing, and currently pursuing a PhD. Maybe some of you know about Six Sigma certification. So he's also is a certified Six Sigma black belt. So all good. So we welcome you all once again. Ashish, over to you. Thank you
all. Thanks, sir, for this wonderful introduction. And thanks for all the participants who joined this masterclass. Thank you very much for joining this class on time. And I believe you people do a good interactive session. So once I deliver, I want from your side, please be interactive. So we'll make this session a learning point of view, a point of view where we can interact with each other. And this session is helpful in your future journey as well. So once again, thank you very much for joining the session on time, and let's begin. So now I'm going to share my screen. Great. So thank you very much. So today I'm going to just elaborate or focus on KYC and the compliance part, which is involve a financial crime and which prevent us from the financial crime. Like KYC is very important for financial sector. If I can see in banking and financial services, KYC plays a very important role. And if I can say in each sector, if I'm talking about any sector in financial services, KYC plays a very important and vital role. So we can prevent ourselves as a financial institution from any financial crime, and that's why KYC is very important. So KYC is a know your customer. Or in today's session, I'm going to cover understanding KYC in modern landscape. What is KYC and how the KYC is helpful. KYC as a strategic risk control tool, and the compliance through robust KYC and future trends and challenges in KYC. So these things I'm going to cover, and I hope you people enjoy this particular masterclass. And definitely, I like to be interactive after completing this PowerPoint presentation. I want from you people to ask as many question after this. So thank you very much. I'm starting. So KYC, as you people aware or know about KYC, KYC is a know your customer and is used for identifying and verifying the customer's identity. This involves customer identity and ensure the financial institution to claim to be a foundational step in financial interaction. Because every financial institution nowadays just want a risk-free transaction, so they want a person who want to associate with financial institution. The background should be good, appropriate, so for a longer duration. Because nowadays if customer going to open a bank account or doing some financial transaction, that is very important. Customer should be particularly, if I can say, is in financial domain, he should be a good manner. So that's why identification and verification of customer is important. With the help of KYC, we can do. Like in financial institution, we ask for identity proof, we ask for address proof from the customer. And in different countries, we have a different address and ID proof, which is just applicable from the norms or regulations from their financial institution, as well as ongoing monitoring of customer relationship. Whosoever customer is joined the financial institution, that is most important thing. Ongoing monitoring, what kind of transaction the person is doing in particularly domain, and what kind of transaction he is going to do in upcoming days. So the principal focus on that, the customer transaction and the activities, what kind of activities is doing. Either he is just depositing more funds, or he or she either withdrawing more funds. So the financial institution must focus on that and prevent from the any suspicious behavior over a time. So main focus of KYC is to prevent from the suspicious transactions. So moving ahead, in with the help of KYC, anti-money laundering is also minimized. How anti-money laundering will minimize, I will definitely going to explain. Because the KYC main purpose is that prevent from the money laundering. What is money laundering? Money laundering is a funds the coming from the various criminal activities into the financial system. So every financial institutions wants that the funds is coming into the system, that fund should be secured and good. So that's why money for going towards or reducing the money laundering part, KYC is very important. So explore the how financial crimes, particularly money laundering development of KYC regulation comes into the picture. So there is a certain global standards as well, which is called FATF, and there is certain national laws as well. For particularly, if I can say that laws is important for regulatory purpose. So these are the global standards and local compliance framework, which helps in minimizing the compliance issue. Okay, so now the strategic value in compliance, like building trust and reputation. So with the help of KYC practice, the confidence among customer regulators. Because if the financial institution is basically focused and provide the best services to a customer, in such case, customer feels like uh, he or she is at good place. So basically a customer and regulatory bodies must be happy with the help of, because transparency is very important. And when someone going to into the financial institution, and financial institution is transparent in their services, that build trust and reputation. So in, if I can say, in strategic development, KYC plays a very important role. Like in banking, you see the operational persons, right? There is a operations and sales person. The main objective of that particular operation person or in the bank is to prevent from that kind of money laundering, or prevent from that kind of persons who are going to be a hassle for the financial institutions. So building trust and reputation is one of the important asks, which enhance the organization public image as well as reliability. Now, enhancing business intelligence and risk assessment. Now the company or the organizations also want KYC data can provide the valuable insight, right? If you see, now the organization is doing a screening. Why they people are doing a screening? The screening is helpful. With the help of data, they people are doing a screening, and that screening helpful whether the customer is okay to associate it with financial institution, the behavior of customer is okay to be on board in financial institution or not. So that particular intelligence data provide whether customer behavior or insight is okay, and that adding in better risk management, which is helpful in strategic decision making as well. So enhancing business intelligence and risk assessment is also important in KYC and compliance. Another part, KYC is a strategic risk control. Yes, as I told you earlier, KYC plays a very important role in risk control facility in financial institution. So money laundering and terrorist funding, which is very important in KYC. That's why we are doing KYC and compliance. So money laundering means the funds is coming from the criminal activity into the financial system, or the terrorist funding or like that is coming to into the financial institution. So with the help of KYC, the the financial institution want to reduce those kind of funds, so understand how the funds are moved and used to a financial illegal activity, and the financial institution prevent that to come into the financial system. So later on, so like some of you in management domain, some of you in other domain, if you join the banking later on, or if you want to move as a management student, that's most important. Because in wherever, whether you are joining bank, whether you are joining other financial institution, this is very important, because you as a person is a main source, because you people onboard the customer into the financial system. So you people must check whether the first person is appropriate to be on board or not. Also, fraud and corruption is there. With the help of data, we can just focus on any illegal payment is coming, or a personal gain within financial transaction. We have to focus on that as well. So now there is a method of money laundering, how the person is doing money laundering into the financial system. What first is placement. There is a three ways to do. Basically, a money laundering method is having a three methods different. First is placement. In a placement, basically illegal money brought into the system, right? Large amount is broken into the smaller amount. Suppose there is certain amount, and that particular amount broke into the uh, smaller amounts, and that particular deposits into the different places within a country, and in different location with different accounts. That's called a placement. Then there is a layering. Multiple transactions of those funds will go into the different places to hide the origin source of fund, right? For hiding a origin source of fund, the person will do a layering. That's layering, hide the origin source of fund, and after that, that particular money integrate into the financial system, because that money now is legal, because it's already deposited into the bank, and that money re-enter into the economy, as and that money is shows as a legal fund. This money now invested into the real estate, luxury assets by the person. So these are the method which particularly used by the person if they are doing a money laundering. Now, in prevention, customer risk profiling and segmentation is also important. What is customer risk profiling and segmentation? So customer risk profiling and segmentation is also important. Customer risk profiling, how the customer risk profiling is doing, right? So customer risk profiling is a categorization of customer based on their risk level and characteristics. Now, in next slide, I'm going to tell you there is a different kind of risk associated as per the customer, right? So categorization of customer based on their risk level is also very important in KYC or compliance or the decision making purpose. Early detection of suspicious activity. With the help of customer profiling or segmentation, we able to do, or we able to get the appropriate knows prior to onboard the customer, that what kind of pattern of transaction that deviates from normal behavior. Early detection of suspicious activity. So identify the unusual pattern or transaction that deviate from the normal behavior. Like the financial institution is basically a risk profiling, right? Why they people risk profiling? Because they want to identify whether the person is coming in which category, whether the person is involving a higher risk category, or person is coming into the medium risk category, or person is coming to a lower risk category. So the financial institution wants to know before onboard the customer into the system that from which category person is involved, or is basically, as I told you, there is a three categories: low, medium, and high. So in low category, in financial institutions terms, is basically a salaried person. The salaried person comes into the low category because the financial institution knows that much of money every month deposited into his or her account. That's why that the person is comes into the low category, into the risk categorization. Then we are coming to a medium category. So medium category profile, like a business or industry profile, who is basically doing a transaction, or doing a business of trading activity, unlawful trading, right? Where the client profile of the person opening the account according to perception of the branch is uncertain or doubtful, right? So sometimes there is a businessman who is not able to provide the appropriate information, or the information is lack of some document. So in such case, that person comes into the medium category. Then there is a high risk profile as well. So in high risk, always always financial institutions wants to neglect or wants to say no to those person who is comes into the higher risk category. Or it's depend whether the if the person profile is good. In such case, they are okay to onboard the customer into the financial institution. So high risk category is a NRIs, non-residents, right? High net worth person, firms with a sleeping partner, potential political person, right? Non face to face person. These kind of persons comes into the higher category. So lower category is one of the good go for the financial institution, because they people know this person is earning a salary, and the low category is one of the safest category in a compliance way for the financial institution. Okay, so now onboarding process, because if we are doing a operational work in a good way, that means we are able to onboard the person into the financial institution in very speedy way. So improving the speed and accuracy of new customer verification. If we verify the customer in before the onboarding the customer, in such case that reduce the delay and enhance the customer experience, because as a financial institution we have to focus on customer experience as well. So with the help of optimization of operational efficiency, we are able to improve the customer experience as well, and minimize the corrective action. Because as an operational person, as a banker, or as a financial institution servant, we are able to reduce the timing and take a corrective action for avoiding the financial penalty. Or because now in each and every country there is a regulatory body who is just checking that if you people are not able to do certain thing good in good manner, or each country is having a different kind of regulatory bodies, and those regulatory bodies will definitely check it out whether the financial institution or banks is doing a appropriate work or not according to the regulations. So financial penalties are there. So just keep yourself safe from the financial penalties, and customer experience should be good. So beforehand, just check before onboarding the customer, just check whether we are onboarding the right customer in the financial institution. Now, strengthen compliance through robust KYC. It's very important. Nowadays is a time of AI, artificial intelligence, and some companies are or financial institutions are already using that. Customer due diligence, gathering and verifying the customer identification information. Right now, in each country, whatever documents we are taking from the customer, we can check them online as well. With different sources, we can check the online as well whether the documents provided by the customer is appropriate or not, and understand the business relationship and monitoring the transaction for suspicious activity. Yes, that's called the CDD, customer due diligence. And we, as a financial institution or banker, we have to check whether the information is gathered from the customer, or whether the business relationship should be good with the customer. And we have to do ongoing monitoring as well. Ongoing monitoring plays an important role for knowing the suspicious activity. Next is EDD. EDD is based on enhanced due diligence for higher risk customer. So CDD is doing for each and every customer, and EDD is for higher risk customers only. And EDD is basically implementing the additional security for or scrutiny for customer who is transacting the presenting the higher money laundering or terrorist funding financing risk. If the customer is doing a transaction, deposit transaction, withdrawal transaction, multiple transactions in a day, in such case, financial institution definitely do a EDD and for a higher risk per customer. If the higher risk customer is there into the financial system, they have to check whether the person is if funds is not coming from the money laundering or terrorist funding, they have to check in backend. Now, as I told you, technology and innovation also coming nowadays. Artificial and machine learning data analysis is coming. So the financial institution is already started using that on extensive basis. So artificial and machine learning for data analysis is very important. And nowadays, once you get the opportunity to know from the or join the bank or financial institution later on, you find out every financial institution or every bank is having a separate department for data analysis of what kind of pattern is there. So automate data collection, analyze the pattern, and improve risk scoring efficiency with the help of AI and machine learning. Also, there is a biometric verification, right? Which is a digital identifier. In each country nowadays, very easy to open an account with the help of digital identification solution. So there is a fingerprint, facial recognition, biometric. For convenient, it's convenient for customer as well, and is convenient for financial institutions as well. Because in such case, if the person is coming through digital identify solution, in such case the financial institution should be relaxed, because in a document and other things are provided appropriately by the person. So now technology and innovation is also coming into the picture, right? So that is the most important, right? Employee education and awareness program, that is most important thing, and every financial institution, every organization, every bank is doing right now. Employee education awareness is very important, because training is one of the key aspect. Whether you are a management student, whether you are a finance student, once you are join the organization, that plays a vital or important role. Why? Regular training session to ensure all employees understand the KYC policy, procedure, and their role in preventing financial crime. Because today regulation says something else, tomorrow regulation says something else, because in each country regulatory bodies work for doing purpose of improving the economy. So time to time they change the regulations, they change circulars. So basically training plays a very important role in our employee education and awareness program should be there for every organization. Internal control with the help of audit. In each country, there is a separate audit department who undergo and check the KYC program effectiveness and compliance. There is a different kind of audits going on. So internal audit is also plays an important role in terms of whether we are talking about the KYC. So internal audits in financial institution also plays an important role. Future trends and challenges in KYC. Yeah, if there is something is good, something is if I can say if something is bad, so future trends also plays an important role because future is depends on what exactly we are doing towards the improvement in terms of compliance. So cross-border collaboration is there. So there is a body who is working towards the collaboration and data sharing. So there is a cross-border collaboration and data sharing. So discussing basically increasing need of international cooperation. Why this required? Because in every country, each country facing nowadays a financial crime, right? And if the financial crime is stopped in terms of money, in terms of terrorist funding. So in such case, the country economy will definitely grow because uh, in economy, money plays a very important role. If the money is coming into the good way, in such case, the country economy will be surely improved. So that's why cross-border collaboration is very important and plays very important role. Secondly, adoption of sanctions and export control. So as I told you, the people comes into the medium category, but the regulations in KYC process is very important in terms of export control, right? What kind of export we are doing, we should do a export controls as well. Now, digital journey. Yes, I told you earlier as well. So for the security purpose nowadays, every country is doing digital things. So exploring how technology can create seamless and convenient onboarding of customer. That's most important because uh, if we are doing a manual process, in manual process, if I can say 1 or 2% or 3%, there is a marginal mistake, right? Because we are a human being, sometimes there is a mistake is there. So for particularly reducing those kind of mistake, we should focus and move towards the good onboarding experience, and we should focus on the how the technology can create the seamless experience for a customer. But in that particular onboarding process, no, do not compromise with the security measures, right? Security measures is very important, and technology helpful in convenient way. Nowadays you can see very less people is going into the bank, right? Why? Right now banking is on tips, like people are using a mobile banking, people are using a internet banking, people are using a CDM machines, ATM. So if I can compare 10 years back and right now, the people or individuals are coming going into the bank is very less because they are having a seamless experience because now technology comes into the picture. But now if we are talking about the KYC and compliance, also approx 90% company, 90% organization or bank is convenience towards providing a seamless experience to a customer, as well as the countries. Different we do have in world, we have various countries, and all countries is wants to be a seamless and convenient experience for the customer, and they people are to moving towards the better technological experience to a customer. Data privacy and ethical consideration. Yes, that's the most important thing. Customer data is very important in compliance, right? If I'm talking about in banking, data collection and that particular data should be internal data only and is uses for the KYC and compliance purpose. So addressing the critical importance of protecting customer data and also balance the ethical implications of data collection. So whatever we are doing, that should be ethical as a financial institution, and that helpful for a for particular institution as well, customer as well, and as well as the country economy as well, regulatory bodies as well, because customer data and ethical consideration is very important part. Now, uh, role of collaboration, there is a information sharing among the financial institution, right? So what kind of information sharing? Benefit and challenges, right? We have several countries, and there is certain benefits, there is certain challenges, and internal in within a countries as well. There is a different kind of banks we are dealing with, there is a different kind of financial institution we are dealing with. They should sharing their thoughts about the challenges and benefit towards the sharing intelligence to detect and prevent illegal activity. So information sharing, or sometime or more sometime, I can say many times, not sometime, because information sharing is helpful for the two institution in good manner itself. So if the financial institution or bank is sharing the information, in such case, that helpful for them in near future or preventing the illegal things. Public-private partnership is also important. So collaborate between the government agency and provide private sector entities for strengthen the financial crime. If we are talking about the financial crime, with the help of government and private sector, that should be also reduced. How it reduce? Because government is having a regulatory bodies and private institution is having a skilled workforce. So with the help of the combination of that, particularly that strengthen the fight against financial crime, right? Financial crime is reduced. If the financial crime reduce in the country, that makes a good impression into the country. So that's it from my side. Thank you very much. I hope you people listen my session very carefully and enjoyed last 35 minutes which I delivered right now. I'm happy to take your questions. If you have questions, you may ask in chat box, or you can ask right now. Unmute your mic and you can ask
Yes.
your question.
Yes. Thank you, Ashish. Let's move on to the Q&A session.
Yeah.
I think we have already received some messages in the chat box. We can start
Okay.
with that, I guess. Yeah.
One question is coming around technology challenges. Kindly hope to hear you about trading platforms. Yes. If we are talking about the trading platforms, there is a several trading platforms, if I can say, and they people are also focusing on the KYC part, right? They are also focusing on KYC and compliance part. Why? Trading platform faces major technological challenges around secure KYC verification, data privacy, and real-time identifying the authentication to prevent the fraud. So they people are ensure the regulatory compliance with the help of KYC and compliance. I hope I'm able to answer your question.
Guys, you can type in your questions or doubts in our chat box, and Ashish will be able to respond to that.
Okay. Next question is coming. How we can we prevent financial crimes? Good, very good question. So, as you know, financial crime can be prevented through strong KYC, know your customer verification, real-time transaction monitoring, and nowadays technologies plays a very important role. So AI-based detection should be there. And always a bank or fintech company must collaborate and just follow the regulatory bodies or compliance information. That's it. If they people are following these steps, definitely they prevent themselves from financial crimes. Any more questions? I'm here. I'm happy to answer if you have any question.
We do have a few minutes left, and guys, if you have any doubts, please mention in the chat box.
Yeah, is open. And I want to from you people that Edubex, right? We have our organization is having accounting and finance diploma and MBA. Okay, so we are having from the UK approved university and bodies. So that's also plays a very important role in your career. So I request you can go ahead and definitely if you want to make your career in accounting and finance and you want to pursue your career in terms of banking or financial institution, you should go and enroll yourself in that particular course. Okay, next question. Is there any compliance mechanism in our workplace? Compliance mechanism at workplace is a different thing, right? So most workplace follow compliance mechanisms such as KYC, ML policy, internal audits, and regulatory reporting, as well as employee training and whistleblower policy. So is a question related to human resource and that should be a part of in every organization as far their regulatory reporting. Basically, one question is coming. Is this session part of occupational health and safety management? Yeah, basically, is a session related to compliance. But in compliance, we are focusing on ethical practice and risk prevention. Veronica, I hope I'm able to answer your question.
I'm Goodwill. I'm having a question. Can I just maybe type it, but can I ask on the platform live?
Yeah, sure. You go ahead, please.
Okay. Thank you for the presentation and educare. I want to ask, when it comes to local government, municipalities, just to say, in this area of them being compliant in the issues of financial matters, if there's a lot of unclear financial mismanagement, how do you literally go about reporting these matters? I'm sorry, but it's just on the side.
Yes, that's a very good question. So local government and municipal compliance face challenges due to the unclear regulations. Also, there is a weak enforcement is there. Secondly, lack of transparency and administration mismanagement, which I think leads to delay in process, inefficiency, and also a compliance gap, right? I hope I'm able to answer. Now, how you can report? You can go to a official complaint portal, or there is a public grievance system and local authority office. You can go and anti-corruption is there. You can go for an anti-corruption cell as well. So these kind of way you can go for a municipal or compliance issue or mismanagement.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm answered in a way. Thank you.
Great. Thank you very much. Any more questions? I'm there to help you out for your learning. If you have any question, you may ask.
Thank you so much for this brief presentation. So we learn more. I wanted just you to talk about non-profit organizations. So we may not talk about the KYC because they are not customer, but sometimes dealing with vendors and donors to be registered. So how we can apply this mechanism and framework related to the money laundering to those type of partners as well. Thank you.
Yeah, very good question. Thank you asking for this particular question. Non-profit non-profit organization in KYC and compliance are treated as a higher risk entities. The reason behind these financial institutions must verify their registration document, what kind of governing bodies they are having, what kind of source of fund, which is very important to know how the money is coming into the non-profit organization, and the purpose of transaction to prevent or misuse the money laundering or terrorist financing. I hope I'm able to answer your question.
Yes, thanks so much.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. So I think if you're done with the questions.
So participant, if you have any question, you may ask. And again, I'm reiterating the same. If you want to pursue your career in financial things and accounting and finance, you can go ahead and register a diploma with the company, so you can find out a good career path in near future and good learning initiatives as well. So wish you all the best. If you have question, as Vinita said, you may ask. Otherwise, over to you, Vinita.
Yes. Okay, so thank you so much, Ashish, for that insightful session and for sharing those practical perspectives on KYC and risk control. And it was a wonderful session, and a huge thank you to all our audience for your active participation and those great questions you had. We hope you found the session valuable for your career growth. We'll be sharing more updates on our upcoming programs as well soon. So stay tuned. Have a wonderful evening, everyone. Thank you once again.
Thank you once again, everyone. Thank you, Vinita, for your time. Thank you.